good to have you with us on this edition of the Weekend Urban Debate. We're going to focus on two big stories here on the Urban Debate, two fast-paced developing stories. One of Mamata Banerjee's alleged attack in Nandigram and the investigation that EC is carrying out. The other one about the Mumbai cop Sachin Waze and how he is now a suspect in a death case here linked to the Ambani explosives case. First up, let's turn our attention towards West Bengal. Days after Mamata Banerjee was allegedly attacked by goons in Nandigram, sources tell Mirror Now that the Election Commission's observer, the supervisor and the observers have submitted their report, and this report says that they haven't found any evidence that suggests that this was an attack on the sitting chief minister. In fact, it goes on to say that this may be an accident. Now, while we are still awaiting a final report from the CEO as well as from the Election Commission, there were several other political developments that we'll take you through as well. One of them being that BJP MP Loket Chatterjee today visited Suvendu Adhikari's father, who's still a TMC MP, and that was a very interesting meeting that took place. Meanwhile, we'll also bring you a story of how a Bengali actor was dropped from a play after he joined the BJP. So let's start off with the first big story, which of course is the alleged attack on Mamata Banerjee a few days ago in Nandigram, because of which she's got now a serious injury on her leg. She's been discharged from the hospital. Now, the observer and the supervisor who've given a report suggests that they haven't found any evidence that this was an attack. So we're going to go across to Ayushman to get you more details on what he has learned from his sources. Ayushman?
Well, currently, if you see, there are two versions which have been received by the EC. Yesterday, in the late evening, the Election Commission received the report of the Chief Secretary, in which it was not made clear as to what the incident was, whether it was an attack or it was an accident. And that's why the Election Commission felt that there were certain discrepancies in this, and the CS was told that he needs to revisit the report. Today it has to be submitted, yet not today. Still, we haven't been yet confirmed by our sources that whether that report has reached or not. The another report which has come to the Election Commission is by the observers who were there in the state of Bengal. In that report, it has been made amply clear that it was just an accident which took place because of the crowd that was there, and it is not an accident. It has been made clear. Now, the reason for not accepting the report, the discrepancy which was there, the sources tell us that in the CS's report, which is the Chief Secretary's report, there was not a distinction made that whether it was an attack or it was an accident. The EC wanted a clarity on that, because the charge here is by the TMC is that this was a deliberate attack on the Chief Minister. Though the EC has made it clear that they are not in charge of law and order, still they are investigating into the matter. So the CS report is still awaited, but the observer's report hint toward the fact that it was not an attack, but it was an accident in which Mamata Banerjee was injured after she filed her nomination from Nandigram.
Okay, so the CEO's report is still awaited, and then the final decision by Election Commission that we will know. But let's also talk about the Chief Secretary's report, Ayushman, where you say that it's not explicitly mentioned whether it was an accident or an attack. Now, take us through the details there, because earlier there were reports the police is saying, well, nothing really happened, while the TMC really claims there was no police present on ground at that time.
Well, in the report of the Chief Secretary, it has been mentioned that the security of the Chief Minister was well there, but because it was a cavalcade which was passing and the crowd was there, it was not particularly known as to which point the Chief Minister will be stopping. So the idea was that the police presence was not very close to her. Now, there is the iron pole which has been discussed a lot. There, the Chief Secretary's report says that there is no CCTV camera present out there. There is one shop where there is a CCTV camera, but it is dysfunctional, so no clarity can be achieved out there also. Only footages which are available are of the mobile footages. At the same time, on the witnesses account, the CS report talks about the party-wise line that is being taken by the witnesses. There is no neutral account of witness available. That is also a problematic thing which is available in the CS report. And overall, if you look at the aspect, it has been said that somewhere the neutrality quotient is not there. There has been no clear-cut answer whether it was an attack or it was a deliberate attempt or it was just an accident. This is something which the EC wanted a clarity on, and that was clearly not given from the CS report, the Chief Secretary's report, and that is why the Election Commission felt that it has to be revisited. The report needs to be made again and sent to the Election Commission. We are currently being told that the EC will be getting this report by today.
Okay, so which is why it had to be revisited because the EC was not very convinced, especially about this argument about, well, we couldn't find any neutral witnesses. All of the witnesses who were available were from one party or the other. Now, of course, when you're trying to find out what really happened on ground, you will have to speak to people who were present there. You will have to find testimonies. You will have to find visual evidence as well, if there is any available. And we are still waiting for that final report from the CEO and then a comment from the Election Commission. Ayushman, thanks so much for getting us those inside details of what has been so far submitted to the Election Commission. Let me get in BJP's Priyanka Tibrewal, who's joining us on the phone line. So Priyanka Tibrewal, final decision is awaited from the EC, but we are given to understand that the observers on ground who've given their report have suggested that they haven't found any evidence of an attack in this case.
Very good evening. Well, ma'am, the thing is that now the TMC has surpassed each and everything, whatever dramas and theatres they've done in the past, they've surpassed all that. And now they are moving towards this because they have nothing to speak about development. So they want to shift the focus. You tell me, according to them, everyone is lying. The police is lying, the CID is lying, or the Election Commission is lying, the Secretary of the State is lying, everyone is lying. Only Mamata Banerjee is the loyalist who's speaking the truth. Rest, everybody is lying. The people of Nandigram are lying. The eyewitnesses are lying. The place from where she took ice, even he is lying. So who is speaking the truth? Only Mamata Banerjee and the cadres of TMC? So that's not the fact. We'll have to go with the facts. Now, whatever is the present situation, whoever was present there, when they are saying that nothing as such happened there. So we have to go with that nothing as such happened. Now, I do not understand that. See, it is very necessary because she's the Chief Minister of West Bengal. And if anything like that takes place, in proper inquiry should be done. But now the inquiry is almost done. And when there is nothing, you will find nothing. But they will only be satisfied when you say that, no, we are getting something out of it. When there is nothing in the box, how will you take out something from the box?
Okay.
So we have to go with the inquiries, whatever the inquiry says.
Fair enough. Do stay on with me, Priyanka.
Election Commission is saying.
Let me bring in Manojit Mandal on this as well. Manojit Mandal is a TMC supporter. Mr. Mandal, the big question that the BJP is asking is, how can everybody be lying? You want to dismiss the testimonies of eyewitnesses. You want to say that the police version is untrue. Even the chief secretaries. Now we've got the observers who are saying there is no evidence of an attack. So how do we go on to say that this was a planned conspiracy?
Yeah, so the suspicion is absolutely raised on the angle of conspiracy because the BJP is dragging itself in from the day one. Consider the kind of statement they have been issuing since the incident that happened on Wednesday, that it is a drama, it is a political theatre, nothing has happened. Mamata is hospitalized, nothing has happened. You can see her visibly in complete anguish and pain. Nothing has happened. You see what happened to her leg. Nothing has happened. She is basically now on the wheelchair. Nothing has happened. And then they have manufactured the witnesses, which are not really neutral witnesses. I have on a different channel completely demolished the theory that they were actually close associates with none other than Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari. One is named Chitto Das and his son Deep Shankar Das. He was lunching with Shubhendu Adhikari. They were seen in rallies. So for them, they are the neutral witnesses. And forget about everything. Nothing has happened. Where is the pillar hitting the car or the door of the car, as they have been suggesting since day one? You have seen umpteen number of video footages. Tanvi, show me a single video footage where you find the car moving around the pillar. And common sense, what does common sense suggest? If there is a pillar, beside the road, the Chief Minister doesn't open her door, right? Chief Minister opens her door only if there are people beside the road. If there is no common sense, the fact remains that this is my charge. For the last 5-6 years, this country largely have lost common senses. Whether it is some of the big institutions, where you have Vadikon,
No, but Manojit Mandal, Mr. Mandal,
and reason.
while we may not have, Mr. Mandal, a video evidence of a poll,
Mr. Stanvi,
which is
we don't have any evidence to suggest. Assuming that we don't have any evidence to suggest that nobody is attacked. Show me that the pillar is crashing with the door.
Yes.
Single video footage. We have nothing. Please let them disprove us with
so
their
it's
theory.
fair enough. But it's quite possible. Why is your party not open to the possibility that in that crowd, and I'm sure you've seen the videos, that there is a lot of crowding, and pushing and pulling, that in that situation, somebody, by mistake pushed the door. It could be an accident.
That was... No. Accidental theory is different. What are you talking about? Now you are shifting the goalpost. They have said, the witnesses have said, their witnesses, neutral witnesses have said, the door actually banged on the pillar. That's why the accident caused. Not because of the commotion and people pushing in. Don't shift the goalpost. So what I am now asking, if the accident happened that way, let them show a single video footage while the door is banging on the pillar, half pillar or whatever that was. The witnesses, that's what the witnesses are saying. That happened.
Okay. So, let me take your point.
Thereafter, she went down.
Let me get a response from the BJP. All right, Mr. Mandal, let me take a response from the BJP. Now, the only point that we are making here on Mirror Now is so far no evidence has been found to suggest it was an attack. The final report from the Election Commission is still being sought. TMC insists it was an attack. Priyanka Tibrewal, please respond to what Mr. Mandal is saying, that, where is the evidence to say that the car rammed into a pole?
Right. So when Mr. Mandal started saying that people are lacking common sense, he was correct about himself and the TMC. Now let me also say, Tanvi, that the entire thing, like I mentioned initially, that they're trying to shift the focus. Now if we have seen in the video, the height of the pole was 3 or 3.5 feet and not more. So when people of 5 foot and 6 foot are standing surrounding the post, it is not possible to see the post, right? Now, apart from that, I don't even understand why the media, me and you are discussing this instead of discussing what Mamata Banerjee has done in 10 years, because this is what she wants us to discuss at this point of time. Now, I believe let the Election Commission do the inquiry and find out whatever comes out, and I think we should all focus in the election of West Bengal rather than focusing and shifting the focus to this particular made-up story.
Well, made-up story is what remains to be seen, because the investigation is still on, and I don't know if we will find out the truth. It has become a story because one political party insists this was a conspiracy to attack Mamata Banerjee, and the other one says it was a drama by Mamata Banerjee to gain some sympathy. I am going to thank both of you for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your reactions. So far, we know that even the observer and the supervisor have in their report submitted to the Election Commission that there is no evidence to suggest it was an attack, and it looks like an accident. The final decision by the Election Commission is still awaited. An earlier report that was submitted to the EC was not satisfactory, and they wanted more details, which is why there has been a delay in all of that decision being taken. Now, while this was one part, let's also tell you about another interesting development that took place today. And that is that BJP MP Locket Chatterjee met senior TMC leader, a member of parliament, and Suvendu Adhikari's father, Sisir Adhikari, today. Suvendu Adhikari has already jumped from TMC to the BJP, but his father continues to be a TMC MP, and so there was a lot of buzz around this meeting that took place today. Shreyasi is joining me with more details. Shreyasi, help our viewers understand the significance of Locket Chatterjee's visit to Sisir Adhikari's residence.
Well, while BJP MP Locket Chatterjee called it a courtesy meeting, saying that there was no political discussion during that meeting with Sisir Adhikari and Shubhendu Adhikari's family in their residence in Shanti Kutir in West Midnapur, she even added that Shishir Adhikari, of course, being one of the tallest leaders from West Midnapur, is there to lead leaders like her when elections are just round the corner. Now, for the Trinamool Congress, their stand is very clear that the Adhikari family is a closed chapter. Even though officially Shishir Adhikari is still a Trinamool Congress leader, for them, as per the Trinamool Congress, they say that unofficially Shishir Adhikari is working for the BJP. Now, whether or not he will formally join the BJP ahead of the elections, that is something we'll have to wait and watch, because the candidate list for the remaining phases of West Bengal is yet to be decided by the BJP.
Yes, in fact, that meeting also being held as we speak, the Central Election Committee meeting being held by the BJP to decide the final list of candidates. Shreyasi, thanks so much for joining us and bringing us this update.